husband got a massive heart attack. So I was so scared, I didn't know what to do. Then that night when I was praying before going to bed, I thought, Swami, please help me, save my husband. I don't know what to do without him. That night, for the first time, I see Sathya Sai Baba in my dream.
Sairam, dear listeners, welcome to Sai SOUL 100. Our guest today is Sister Suseela Balakrishna, who is joining us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sairam, Suseela Auntie, welcome to Sai SOUL 100.
Sairam, Mama. Sairam.
Sairam, please share your story.
We in our family were following Shirdi Sai Baba in those days. And we used to listen about Swami when he was little younger. One family was from Bangalore. They always used to go to Bangalore, and when they come back, they will have stories about Sai Baba, young Sai Baba doing miracles. For every little thing, they'll say, Swami, we'll go and ask Swami and come. Then one day I asked, who is the Swami? He's a young Swami. He does miracles. He tells everything for us, what to do, what not to do. Then we were thinking, such a small boy saying miracle.
This was in the early 50s. When you first heard of Swami, he was in the
early 50s. Early 50s. And then what happened was gradually Swami, as he grew, used to come to Sundaram. They built a very big building. That old artist, Anjali Devi, her name was, she gave the land for a building that Sundaram in Chennai. So Swami used to come every year, and we all used to go and sit there and watch him with all the bhajans going. And it was very nice to sit in the bhajan. We'll get lost. We'll forget everything listening to the bhajan so well. My husband was a doctor, but he was always running behind all the Swamijis. Whoever comes, he will go quickly and have a darshan and come. One day, early morning, he got ready and hurriedly he went. I thought some emergency case or what. But coming back, he comes all grinning with so much vibhuti and achada on his head and all that grinning. Then he says, where did you go? He said, Sathya Sai Baba has come to Sundaram. Somebody told, that's why I went early. He came straight to me and he blessed me. I got so jealous. I was fuming with jealous. Look at this man. I have been for years praying Sairam, Sairam, Sairam. This guy goes and gets all the blessing and all that. Then I decided even I have to go and see him. So we used to go and see him whenever he comes. Here and there, lots of crowd. You cannot see the crowd. It'll be so crowded, and we'll be happy if we get some place. We used to see like that. And then what happened as years went by, one day my husband got a massive heart attack. And the doctor said it is very massive heart attack. We have to be careful. We can't tell anything or anything. So I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. Then that night when I was praying before going to bed, I thought, Swami, Sathya Sai Baba or Shirdi Sai Baba, whoever Baba you are, please help me, save my husband. I don't know what to do without him. That night, for the first time, I see Sathya Sai Baba in my dream. We are going somewhere and we are sitting, Swami is sitting, and I am asking something, and then Swami is saying, Ademi ledamma ala vachi ila potundi. That means it's nothing, don't fear, it go away as it has come. Then I got up from the thing, and then I went straight, ran to my father-in-law, said, and like this, I saw Sathya Sai Baba in my dream, Mama. He said like that. He said, thank God, don't worry, your husband will be okay. Now get ready. let's go to the hospital. So we got ready and went to the hospital. We are just entering the ward. The cardiologist comes out and say, Mrs. Balakrishna, you are lucky. Now he is little better. He can come out of danger, but he has to be very careful. So this gave me a big hold on Sathya Sai Baba. He came and he blessed, and my husband became okay. Like that, I took from there every time. I used to pray and go to the bhajan and all that. My sister, much older to me, she was already in the Baba thing. She used to come and tell we had Sai bhajan. That time I was not much into Baba. We had Sai bhajan. From nowhere, big Kalkandi used to come and fall on us. And then one day she bought a small packet of kumkum. She said we all used to take our picture and keep in the bhajan. In my picture, Swami's dress was covered with red kumkum. And so many things happened in that. The day when my husband got this heart attack, my sister has already planned to go to Puttaparthi with a big group. So when she saw me, she said, don't worry, I am going to Puttaparthi. You write a letter and give it to me. I will take it. I don't know whether Swami will take it or not. Anyway, you write and give it to me. So hurriedly, I wrote about Swami, please save my husband. I don't know whatever it is. I wrote a letter and gave it to me that night. This is what it made me feel more and more into Sathya Sai Baba, both Shirdi and Sathya Sai Baba. And then my sister applied for Sanatana Sarati for me. She said, this is a very nice journal. You read. In those days, it was 5 rupees, Sanatana Sarati. So every month when I get the Sanatana Sarati, I'll close my eyes and open a page. Then when we read the article, there will be something that day I'll be worried about something. What happened? How is it in a joint family? So many problems. There will be some consoling words in general. So I was very, very interested in Sanatana Sarthi and Sathya Sai Baba. That's the time what happened. One day, my husband has to drop somebody in the airport. So he said, I was telling him that day, you are so busy, you go in the morning, we don't know when you come back. The kids are on vacation. We are not even taking them anywhere. What is this? He said, from today, my work is over. Today, my work is over. From today, I am free. He said, and now let me go to the airport and I'll come back. So he went and he never came back. He met with an accident. He passed away. That was very traumatic. And then I was so upset. I didn't know what to do. I cannot understand. So then I thought, by now I was getting into Swami thing. And I understood what has to happen in life, it will happen. We cannot be brooding on that all the time. But when you miss your husband, it is a very big thing in the family. I had my children, my older father-in-law, everybody, what will I do? What will I do? And then I was so upset. And then I prayed Swami saying, okay, what has to happen? But please show me that he's safe with you, Swami. And in that night, in my dream, my husband is sitting next to the driver. I am sitting with one of my daughters at the back. We are driving somewhere. And then I ask him, where are we going? Then he turns and looks at me. His face is so bright, so fresh. Tejas, so nice. And he says, we are going to Kuralagam. Kural Agam in Tamil, you know that Kural is our voice, where it can be heard, I think. Agam is a building, house, or whatever, where your voice can be heard. So, okay, and then he goes into there is a big building, and then he gets down.
This is your husband, right?
Husband.
Yes, in your dream.
Yeah. Before we could get down, he walks very fast and disappears inside a building, a big hall. Then I get down slowly and run behind him. But I stop because in the building there's a big veranda in the front, and then the room, big hall is there. One watchman with a broad khaki jacket with a slash on his thing. In old peons will be like that in those days, and with a big badge and that, very strict. He's guarding the entrance, walking this side and walking that side. Now I'm telling, how will I go? And then suddenly, when he walks to that corner, I quickly run to the entrance. When I run to the entrance, I stop because this hall is filled with people. Everybody sitting in dhyanam, close their eyes. Nice omkar sound is going on. Om, like that, and that udvati smoke all around. Everybody are meditating. And I thought, if I enter, it will be disturbance. And for a minute I thought, and I woke up. Then I made myself believe that Swami is saying he's safe with me. So that gave me a kind of consolation. Like that little thing, Swami was always there with me. I felt like that. And then my daughter here in Canada said, Mom, you are very upset. For a change, come over to Canada for a change, and then you can go back. So they applied for immigration. That time also I said, Swami, if it is good for me, you take care of it. I'm not going to worry about it. Everything went on very well. And the day came when I have to leave to Canada. I'm leaving my old father-in-law back, my other children with my brother and all that. I was so upset. And then I was thinking, Swami, I am going and staying with my daughter and son-in-law. For us, going and staying with son-in-law is not that very preferable. We have some maryada, respect and all that. I said, Swami, I'm going to stay with my daughter and son-in-law, and the children are not used to us. I don't know what will be their response. I don't know. I leave it to you. I leave it to you. And then I'm leaving for my airport. Somebody brings my Sanatana Sarati and gives it to me. I think of Swami, blindly open a page. So when I open the Sanatana Sarati, block letters, Canadian response, and then all the centers, where are they? So I thought, not bad. Here also Swami is telling. Like that, I came to Canada to my daughter's place. And every day I used to go on my knees and pray Swami to help me, help my children, or whatever it is. It is such a joyful thing when you pray sincerely. You feel so much Swami's presence in you. Then one other daughter who was not married, she came to visit me on a visa. And then her visa got over. She has to go back. Then she's saying, Mom, I don't want to go back. Dad is not there. You are not there. It is so boring and all that. She was crying. Then we were in one group, the Indians from South Africa. They had a group in Canada called Nirvana. So there one day we were in that prayer, and my daughter was saying, crying, and that lady asked, why is she crying? I said, her visa is over. She has to go back. Then other lady said, well, if she gets married here, she can stay back in Canada. I said, where marriage? Whom? I don't know anybody here. I'm new to Canada. Then another lady says, wait, there is a family of your same Naidu family here. They were looking for a girl for their son. Let me find out and tell you. Okay. And I thought when we meet people, they will tell 10 people, will tell 10 things, and they will, when they go home, they will forget. But this lady promptly next day she called. She said they would like to meet you. So come to my house. They will come. The parents will come. You come and meet them. Like that we met. And they said, let the boy and the girl meet. It is up to them. And then that arranged without any problem. And they decided to get married. This with no time now, she cannot, she has, her visa is getting over. So they said, hurriedly we'll do court marriage, so that she'll be married legally. Then we will do our Indian wedding. So that day I was, Swami, everything has to go well. Swami, you have to come. You always say, when we think of you, I will be there. It is for you to recognize me. I told, if the judge who comes to do this marriage, if he has curly hair, I will think that you are there, Swami. Please come, please come. I prayed the whole day and then went to the church and we were sitting there. Then the judge comes out, such a magnetic figure, fair and tall. This American, African, or whatever it is, he had a curly hair. Oh my God, you don't know how happy I was. Then the lady who came with me, I told, Akka, I thought like this, see, the judge has come. She says, oh my God, I'm getting goose pimples all over. He was so magnanimous. He came, and that wedding hardly takes 5 minutes. Let's do something and everything over, and the judge went away. Then these people realized they didn't take a picture. So they requested somebody, a clerk or somebody there, can judge come, stand, take a picture? He willingly came. He said, okay, you can take as many pictures as you want. And they stood with them and took pictures. For my eyes, for me, it was Sakshat Sairam has come that day to be there to conduct this wedding. And that is my feeling. And then what happened is, days went by, and my other daughter was married in Pittsburgh. She lives in Pittsburgh. So I went there to visit her from Toronto to Pittsburgh. Then she had a friend called Anita Sharma, who will do every Paurnami, she will do a puja. So she has invited my daughter. So I also went with her and sat for the puja, very well done. After the puja, she sang one song, bhajan song, very nicely she sang. And then after the puja and the lunch, everything over, I said, Anita, you sing so well. I know a little Sai bhajans. Would you like to learn? She was so interested, and she used to call me every other day, Auntie, teach me Sai bhajan. Auntie, teach me Sai bhajan. So I went to her house. We went to her house, and then we didn't even have I had one Swami picture which I keep in my altar. So I took a picture from the Sanatana Sarati and went to her house, kept that, and started singing bhajans, telling her. She was very interested. And then I gave her the Sai books and all that. She got so much interested. We regularly started doing one day Sai bhajans. It was such a pleasant, it was so nice. We had a few ladies with us, our friends, we joined them. That's how we started. And gradually the crowd, this thing, but Anita took great interest to bring this into a big Sai center. Even when I used to go to Puttaparthi, Swami will come. We'll be sitting there in the line, and Swami will come like that. He'll be walking. So many people, he will produce vibhuti and japamala and all that. And he will pass. It will be so nice to see him there coming. And then whenever he comes, luckily I always used to get the front line. Somehow, I don't know. So if once I was sitting there, he comes and stands in front of me, smiling, standing there. I was so elated just looking at him. And it was such a nice feeling. The whole day we'll be so happy when we go to Puttaparthi, see Swami and come. And then what happened one day, I was thinking, I am coming so many times, Swami didn't materialize Ubudhi for me. You know, so many people get, everybody share and all that. So the other day when we went, suddenly one student comes running. We were in the room getting ready to go back. Said, how many of you there? Swami sent some prasadam. I was so excited. Then we said, we are 3 people. So he went back. I thought he'll bring ubudi packet, but he brought coconut, that green coconut, 3 coconut for us. And he had a cart full of coconut that day. So I was so happy, but I thought Swami will give ubudi. He gave coconut, but I was happy. Something Swami remembered and sends message. How he knows that day we are leaving. In another 5 minutes, we are leaving, all packed, and we are standing there. This boy comes and says, Swami sent prasadam, how many of you are there? So 3 coconuts. We were so happy. I always pray, I surrender to thee, my Sai. I surrender to thee, my Sai. When you're near, I have no fear, my Sai. When I was lost in this worldly life, I called to thee with all my heart and heard your voice within my heart saying, when I am here, why fear my Bangaru? When I am here, why fear my Bangaru? I surrender to thee, my Sai. So in Tamil also, so they'll say, Na nirukka bayamyen, Swami. So like this, I used to sing little bhajans for Swami. It will make me feel so good.
Sairam Auntie, thank you for sharing your stories for Sai Soul 100.
Sairam, Mama.
And it began with, at the beginning, at your early stages, when you were Shri Sai devotee, and through your sister, seeing all the miracles that happened at the bhajans, and then little by little getting into the Sai fold. And then, of course, Swami coming to you in your dreams twice at the most impactful moment of your life, with your husband having a heart attack first, and Swami saying it will go as easy as it came. Right. And then, of course, when your husband passed, must have been so wonderful for you to see that he is with Swami in that building where all the Omkar is going, and your husband is at a good place, and you are not able to enter that. That's not for your place. He is with Swami. Right. And giving you that comfort. I mean, what more can we ask for to give you that peace at that toughest moment of your life? And then, of course, your travels to Canada, Swami blesses you, gives you comfort, saying that, so I'm also there.
Yes.
And then, of course, beginning the Pittsburgh Sai Center with Sister Anita Sharma and her husband, It's such a blessing. You show up there, and it's orchestrated by Swami for you to meet them. And then she learned the Sai bhajans, and she started little by little practicing Swami's teachings, and then opening the Sai Center. Not necessarily like opening to Sai Center. It's more like Sai Center just formed as a result of all of the love and the practices that were happening. So many blessings along your journey, and so many lives that you are touching as you go along. And it's such a blessing and such a joy to talk to you, Auntie. So thank you for joining Sai Soul 100.
Thank you so much, Amma. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Sairam, dear listeners, thank you for listening to Sai Soul 100 with Sister Suseela Balakrishna. I'm Prabha Swaminathan. Until next time, Jai Sairam.